The Torrent This Top 10 is proudly brought to you by Pop Culture, Australia's leading online retailer for all your pop culture merchandise. With thousands of products available at your fingertips, including action figures, collectibles, pop vinyl, bobbleheads, statues, props, cards, graphic novels and books, DVD and Blu-ray, and much, much more, popculture.com.au is your one-stop shop for everything you need. popculture.com.au, proud supporters of the Torrent This network. So whilst Michael is spinning and putting himself into a very serious case of dizziness, we're going to go through what we thought each other's top 5 would be. Are you seriously sick? You look ill.
Feel ill.
Welcome to the Torrent This Top 10, the show where Michael and I choose a topic, decide our own top 5, and then combine them to make the Torrent This Top 10 list. Our topic today, best movie soundtracks of all time. Now before we get into things, we must first decide what each other's top 5 will be, so let's start with Michael.
Okay, I am here to have a sneak peek at the man himself, Brendan Dando's list. This one, I had some difficulty with it, but then I just started thinking, a lot of his favourite movies probably have his favourite soundtrack as well. Very one-dimensional. So, I think that 5 to 2, no particular order. I think he's going to have E.T. up there. It's his childhood favourite. I think he's going to have Lord of the Rings up there. Lord of the Rings is one that kept coming up on lists, so I don't remember the score, but that generally means it's a good score, so he might want to, recognise that. I have Terminator, because Terminator is amazing. I have Jurassic Park. Again, it's one of his favourite movies, and I just feel in my bones that the soundtrack to Jurassic Park is as epic as the dinosaurs. And then number 1, I mean, you know it, I know it. Do I even need to say it? Okay, the cameraman's telling me I need to say it. Star Wars. Number 1 is Star Wars. And I don't even have to justify why it is. It's just Star Wars because it's Brendan Dando and it's Star Wars. So, done.
Alrighty, so the best movie soundtracks of all time. I thought this list was going to be hard, but actually I found it quite easy. Whether that's a sign of things to come, I don't know. But I think I've done very well in guessing Michael's top 5 best movie soundtracks of all time. I think he's going to have Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy, Axel F, Say No More. I think he's also going to have The Lion King. Michael, much like me, was a child in the 90s. And I think if you're a child in the 90s, The Lion King will always hold a little piece of your heart. I mean, come on, Mufasa. Also, Michael, he loves the Godfather trilogy, so the Godfather has to make his top 5. I think he'll also have Rocky. And I think Michael's number 1. Now, I see this as I see Tatslotter numbers. If you pick something and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean it's not going to work the next time. You've got to stick to it, because if you go to another time, like if you don't pick your touchline numbers the next week and they do come out, you'll just hate yourself forever. Now, I always pick The Matrix for Michael. I think, for some reason, I think The Matrix is one of his favourite films, and every time I pick it, he never actually picks it. I don't think he's ever picked it for anything. So that doesn't mean anything, though. With this one, I think Michael loves the soundtrack for The Matrix. We'll just say Matrix 1. So I think Michael's number 1 will be the very first Matrix movie. If it's not right this time, I officially give up on The Matrix. So they are what I think Michael's top 5 best movie soundtracks of all time are going to be. Hopefully, I've done well this time. Welcome to the Torrent This Top 10. Today our topic is...
Jesus, that is uncomfortable. Top 10 movie scores of all time.
Soundtracks of all time.
Scores.
Individual
pieces of music that I liked because I heard it in a movie once.
That is a soundtrack. That score goes onto the soundtrack.
It does, but I would never listen to a movie soundtrack.
Really? I got a couple of soundtracks in my car. Possibly from my top 5. But I'm not going to.
I have one, and it is
in your car.
It is my number 1.
I'm pretty confident with these because I'm going off what you've said in the past.
If you've been paying attention, you should get my number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. There's one of them that I thought about that, and then I know what it is too. Fuck it. Is it a new movie?
It's relatively new.
Fuck it, I know what it is. Alrighty, so I want to thank our friends, Pop Culture, not friends, our official sponsor, Pop Culture.
And friends.
Friends?
Business and pleasure.
They are giving away, do we have the gift card here? Oh no, we don't have the gift card.
Oh.
We'll get it in the next frame. But what we're going to
Through the power of editing.
Yes, it's right here.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/torrent this. We post it up on Monday. Every Monday now we're going to post up the picture for the upcoming topic. This week, best movie soundtracks. We ask for your opinion. If you comment on the picture, your name goes into this draw, and at the end we draw out the winner of a
$30 gift voucher for Pop Culture.
That is correct.
You can buy nearly 2 Pop vinyl figures for
How much are they each?
$15.99.
Ooh, so you only need $2.
Yeah.
To buy 2. That's awesome.
That's pretty good.
So all you have to do is comment. Also, though, a lot of people did it this week. If you tag a friend in the comments or if you share the photo, you get an extra 2 entries. So I think about 11 people did that this week.
Yeah, I did a lot of writing when I had to put up.
So there's a lot of people getting triple chances to win the $30 gift card from Pop Culture. But not only that, as of this week, we are also giving away an extra prize. Do you know what it is, Michael?
It is 50% off up to 5
shirts.
QWERTY shirts.
5 QWERTY shirts. This is Geelong's newest Pop Culture t-shirt. They also have, what do you call it?
Beanies.
Beanies, yes. Have you seen the picture?
I did see the picture.
How cool are they?
And a Simpsons arcade machine.
They had the original Simpsons arcade machine
I
in
don't
the
think
store.
you get 50% off that.
Maybe you get 50% off playing it.
Maybe.
Ask James, the owner. But yeah, so they supply our shirts each and every episode as well, except for last week. That was my fault. I've got Vanderlei Industries, so if you're a fan of Seinfeld, you would love this shirt. I'm considering buying this myself.
And I have... You saw that, did you? I have Doctor Who Adventure Time. I like one of those franchises.
Which one is it?
Adventure Time.
Yeah. So these shirts normally are $25 each, which is cheap in itself.
Yeah, it is cheap.
But if you win, so what we're going to do 2 draws. One for the Pop Culture voucher and one for the QWERTY shirt voucher. And it's a 50% off up to 5 shirts. That means $12.50 per shirt.
So these are $25 a shirt, you say?
Yes.
So you can have both these shirts
For $25.
For $25.
For $25. For $9.99.
My God!
So $12.50 a shirt, up to 5 shirts. That's awesome. So thanks to our friends at QWERTY Shirt. We really appreciate it. But let's get into the Torrent List Top 10 Best Movie Soundtracks of All Time. Michael, you go first with your number 5 movie soundtrack of all time.
Now, I'll let you know, before I make you guess what it was, for number 5, I considered Batman.
Which one?
The third one. With Batman.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yes. I considered it. But then I thought, I'm going to go to the original. The original movie that gave us boom. 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 Do you know what it is?
I do. It's not Batman.
No, it's not Batman.
No, why do I not
I feel like
Boom. That was in Dark Knight Rises. That's in the commercial, isn't it?
Yes.
That's where that's where I know it from.
The original Inception.
I haven't seen Inception. That's
Oh,
right.
it's amazing, and the soundtrack is great. Like Inception.
Oh, you
I've even said this before.
Oh, damn it!
Wholly a complete copy of what I've
You
already
actually
said.
said the best soundtrack of all time.
Yeah. Inception it set what modern bloody scores are. Like you look at trailers now, and they all have the Inceptions. Boom. Like it's just it set a trend. Like it should be on your list for that reason.
If I had seen, probably would have.
Yeah, you're the all visionary, and now I go big.
You're gonna hate my top 5. I can just see it.
Am I really?
You're gonna really hate it.
Yeah, but number 5 is Inception because it started a trend that I like.
Okay, so that's your number 5.
No, it's my number 6. Yes.
Dando's number 5, best movie soundtrack of all time.
Dando's. Third person now.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm like The Rock.
Yeah.
So it's a movie that we've mentioned on a past episode. It's not a movie that I've selected before though. For anything.
Oh, okay.
But it's a movie that you've said a quote from before, and you took the piss out of the guy that said the quote. Dead Nigga Storage.
Oh, Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction is
Why
my
do you
number
gotta
5.
say that word again? That's so uncomfortable.
What, Dead Nigga Storage?
Don't do it a second time.
It's okay when you're quoting. What's
I don't know if it is because it's not okay while you're rapping.
What do you mean it's not okay?
You're not allowed.
I think that word's acceptable now. It just depends on what context you say it.
I do it in my car, but I don't do it in front of a camera.
You do now. So Pulp Fiction is my number 5. It's one of those movies where it's just super cool. And what I like about it is Tarantino, got songs that everyone had forgotten about and made them relevant again.
Yeah.
Same he did with actors as well. Like Travolta, he was dead and buried.
He was.
He made him relevant again. I don't think Samuel L. Jackson's dead and buried at that
I
point.
don't
He
even
was
think
just starting
Samuel L.
out.
Jackson had even started.
But everyone knew who he was after that movie.
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing I like about the soundtrack too is not many soundtracks have just the voice tracks as a track on the. It's not the music. It's when Samuel L. Jackson does that. Strike down upon the. That's the track on the soundtrack as well.
That's pretty cool.
So that's pretty cool. So that's why I like.
My dad just listens in the car all the time. I was like, Dad, will you stop?
What, Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, the Pulp Fiction soundtrack. Like everywhere, every time we went somewhere.
But
like,
I wish my
please.
dad listened to that.
I was like, please stop.
Why?
Because I wanted to shug it. Wasn't me. Hey, I understood all those words. She even got me on camera. Wasn't me. But the words that I told her.
So nobody knows that.
Did you have Shaggy down?
No, I didn't have it down. But as I said, Pulp Fiction, it's just a cool combination of, I'd say covers as well of old songs like Neil Diamond's Girl You Be a Woman Soon.
Okay.
Whenever I hear those songs, I think of those specific scenes. Like she's Uma Thurman when she's snorting, she overdoses.
Yeah.
She's listening to Girl You Be a Woman Soon. So whenever I hear that song, I think of Uma Thurman overdosing.
Lovely. That's like that's like Dawn of the Dead, where they redid that version of Get Down with the Sickness, and it's the most popular version.
Yeah. But it reminds you, and you always think of that specific scene.
Exactly,
So that's why number 5 for me is Pulp Fiction.
Brendan Dando.
Michael Loverdos.
I'd like to ask you a question.
What is my number 4?
No.
What is it?
Do you want to build a snowman? No? Because that's what my number 4 is.
What?
Frozen.
Are you kidding me?
What's wrong with Frozen?
No, it's actually good.
It is. It's really good.
I'm not sure whether it is, but it's very close to being the highest selling animated soundtrack
It is.
of all time. It is.
I don't know about the soundtrack. I know the movie is the most successful
Really?
animated movie of all time.
I watched soundtrack. No, I watched.
You watched soundtrack? Okay.
Idiot. I watched Frozen recently because everyone raved about it. I don't see. I don't know. It wasn't bad, but I don't know. Didn't stand out to me. It was fine, but it wasn't.
Okay, yeah, but you got.
I think I expected too much because everyone raves about it, and I watched it.
But what are you comparing it to when you say it's fine? Compare it to the other Disney princess movies, right? So compare it to The Little Mermaid. Compare it to Sleeping Beauty. Like you wouldn't sit through those.
I would when I was a kid. I think Little Mermaid's better than Frozen. When I was a kid.
Oh no, you didn't.
When I was a kid, I would have enjoyed Little Mermaid. I don't know. Do little boys like Frozen, or is it just a girl movie?
I like Frozen.
You're a big boy.
I
don't know.
I don't know.
To me, it just felt like Shrek to me.
I don't see how they're similar.
Like I said, it's not a bad movie. I think I just expected more. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting more. I got bored. I remember sitting there with Nicola thinking, I just put my phone out. I was like, I'm bored. It didn't.
You're probably not the target demographic.
No, exactly.
To be honest. But like the songs, I like them. They're all catchy. They stick in your head.
There's that one song that everyone puts videos on YouTube singing.
Do you want to build a snowman? Or
is that
the cold never bothered me anyway.
I think it's when she wants
let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that when she's first leaving the room or something?
No, that's when she's building her ice castle.
Oh, what's the one where she first gets out of the? She sings it with a guy, and it's like a back and forth. And it's usually people in cars on YouTube. One person's doing the guys talking.
Yeah.
And one person's doing the chick, and they're like talking to each other.
My recollection's not that good. I didn't watch the entire movie.
It's obviously the main chick and the prince or whatever, back and forth talking to each other.
Yeah, it's probably the ice salesman and the sister, but I don't know.
Anyway, so Frozen, that's a fine choice.
Thank you.
My number 4 is an older movie.
Yes.
How many older movies do you have on the list? I'm talking
1,
70s.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you may have nailed it. Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, it's not that. No, I didn't even think of that.
Really? I love Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtrack.
Okay.
I feel it's always been compared to Grease in the sense that you either like Grease a lot or you like Rocky Horror. Like, it came from this similar time. Rocky Horror bombed when it first got released, but it's got a cult following.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
I much prefer it. I just think it's a grittier, more, I don't know, I suppose hipster, you'd probably say.
I don't know.
It's more of a lower budget version of like a...
It was probably ahead of its time.
It was, and it's an ode to the horror movies from like the 30s through to like the 60s, like over the top, corny, zooming on someone's face with the face.
Trannies.
But the songs are good to me. Like, well, obviously, Time Warp's going to be a Time Warp song. It's always played at parties and shit. But I like, Sweet Transvestite, that Touch Me song. Plus, Meatloaf's in it too, and he gets picked to death. He sings that Hot Patootie, Bless My Soul or something. It's an awesome song. See, because my dad, your dad always plays...
Patootie, Bless My Soul.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah, you know how your dad always played Pop Fiction?
Yeah.
My dad always played Bad Out of Hell by Meatloaf.
Like a better
So I was always
It's like a
raised...
musical episode.
Yeah. So I was always raised on Meatloaf,
Yeah.
so I think that's the connection for me.
Okay.
But I still... Rocky Horror was on TV not long ago, and I watched it from start to finish. I loved it.
Never seen the whole thing all the way through.
Really? No,
I just don't like it.
It's cool. And fun fact, obviously you don't find like the movie. You've seen bits of it.
Parts of it.
You know the guy, I think he's called Riff Raff, the guy with the long blondish hair and his weird looking
Yeah.
He co-wrote the musical that the movie's based off.
Well, there you go.
That is a fun fact. Did you find that fun?
No.
Okay then. So my
Kind
number
of
4.
mildly interesting.
My number 4 is Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Dun dun dun
Is it your number 3?
dun 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 dun.
Is Terminator your number 3?
Yes, it is.
I didn't put it in my top 5. It's a great
Oh,
soundtrack.
so good.
We always go back to it. But the thumb.
Yeah.
That's the music that's playing. I remember, and as he's going like, as he goes like this, like I think no, he's going down and it goes and it becomes the thumb.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
It's my
my goodness.
It's good. It's used.
Oh, it's a great soundtrack.
Is it used throughout all of them? It's used through the first two.
Is it in the very first?
It's
movie?
in the very first one.
It is.
Yeah.
I'd have to be. How could you make a Terminator movie and not have that music?
Dun, 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 dun,
That's all you need.
dun, dun, dun. It's so good. Oh. There's just like.
Plus, the number 2 had Guns N' Roses in it, which I love. You Could Be Mine. Was like when he's riding the motorbike.
Yeah.
You know that song?
I need your claws and your motorcycle. It's just. I think it's good when there's a piece of music that is just that's the Terminator franchise. That piece of music. Like I would never say like a song from like I don't know another action movie. It's like that's
Die Hard. Die Hard is nothing.
Yeah, exactly. There's no song that I would listen to and go, that's Die Hard. But like you hear dun dun dun, and you straight away it's like, is that your number 3?
Yeah.
Like you know it. And I think
At work sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm bored. I just go boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
and I know what I'm doing.
that's it. And I think with a score or a soundtrack, whatever you want to call it, a lot of people say the best score is the one that goes unnoticed. But I think this is on the other side of that. What makes this the best is it's so noticeable, it's so recognizable. It's just like I will teach my kids dun, 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 just because I feel like their life would be empty without
I
it.
think you'll need to teach them.
They'll know.
Yeah.
They'll know.
When you think Terminator,
Yes.
I instantly think Judgment Day. What do you think of?
Judgment Day.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I always just go straight for number 2.
It's better.
It's the best movie. It's one of the best movies of all time.
It's one of the best sequels.
if not the best.
We need to do that list.
Have we not done sequels yet?
Not yet.
Spoiler.
Chalk it up.
So your number 3 is Terminator.
Terminator.
My number 3 is also an older movie. I believe it was released in the 80s though. Same as Terminator, not Terminator 2. A lot of blues happening. Have a
The
guess.
Blues Brothers?
Yes, the Blues Brothers.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even think of it.
Didn't put it in.
My list is so much more serious.
How could you not have a soundtrack that has live performances from James Brown, Ray
Yeah.
Charles, Aretha Franklin? Like, they sang tracks in the movie for the soundtrack. That's fucking awesome.
Do you know why it doesn't even like come into my head?
What's that?
Because when I think Blues Brothers, I'm too young to think Blues Brothers. You know what I think?
What's that?
Blues Brothers 2000.
No, you don't.
Unfortunately, I do.
Really? I never saw it from start to finish. I saw bits and pieces at my mate's birthday once, and I was like,
I saw it first.
yeah?
Yeah.
Like I said, Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, James Brown, all on one soundtrack. Awesome. Plus, songs like, and when they do the concert at the end, everybody, you know that song? Need somebody
Yeah.
to love.
Rock your
somebody-
bar. Oh no, I'm
somebody
thinking.
love.
Sorry, I was thinking Backstreet Boys.
But they it's like it's got Shake a Tail Feather. You know,
Yeah.
that. You know, how good is the start for Give Me Some Lovin'? You know,
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
There's no way I could not put that in my top 5. I love Blues Brothers, and that is why it's in my top 5. Purely just because the music is just amazing.
I think when the music is part of the movie too. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
why Frozen made the list, and why there might be one
Well,
later on that
Frozen is
makes the
essentially
list.
a musical. Rocky
Yeah,
Horror
exactly.
is a musical.
Yeah, I
Blues
think-
Brothers is a musical.
Yeah, I like musicals.
But I looked up a bit of stuff on Blues Brothers, and it was dubbed a comedy movie. I see it more as a musical movie.
It's a musical comedy.
And apparently, but it's considered one of the most expensive for its time. I'm not sure whether now, but at its time, one of the most expensive comedy movies to make. Because John Belushi was just a fucking crazy horse, and he would be out partying all the time and causing expensive delays in filming. So
Dumb and Dumber 2 probably are, because those guys probably get paid like $30 million a minute.
yeah, they get paid. Oh, Jeff Daniels wouldn't be as much. Jim Carrey.
No,
would pay
Jeff
more.
Daniels, he had that TV show, The Newsroom. That's serious
Is
business.
it still going?
I don't know.
Serious business. But yeah, my number 3, Blues Brothers. I can't wait to tell you my number 2. You're going to be so annoyed.
Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait.
What?
I believe it's time to do some drawing.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
That is. There we go. Okay, so pop culture. We're going to be giving away a $30 gift card, which is situated right there. And also, we now have a new prize. It is the
QWERTY shirts, 50% off 5 items.
up to 5 items. You might even want to buy 2 if you're cheap.
You might want one.
You might not even want to use it. You just want to win it and just not use it. Don't do that.
Just lick it.
Eat it, like Michael would. Don't eat this one.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're going to draw the pop culture one. As I said, facebook.com/torrent this. Every Monday morning, we're going to post up a photo relevant to the upcoming topic for the upcoming episode that we're going to film. Simply you have to comment to go into the draw, or if you also tag a friend in the comments, and if you share the photo, you get an extra 2 entries. 11 people did it this week, so there's 11 people in here with 3 entries, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, good odds, good odds.
We have 40 entries this week, which is good work. So keep it up. We really appreciate the support. So Michael's about to draw out the winner of the $30 gift card for pop culture.
Robbie Parsons.
And his movie was?
Back to the Future.
That's a good movie. I can't really remember the soundtrack though. Like I can't think.
I remember the song at the end.
Which is?
Where they play that song. It's like, hey man, you know how you were looking for that new sound? I think I found it.
That's Chuck Berry's song. Yeah.
Yeah.
What song is it though?
I don't know.
It's the Johnny Be Good. Johnny Be Good.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay. Then. How do
You know
that?
music better than me,
Okay.
man.
Yeah. So that was their sort of like. Forrest Gump did that a lot, didn't it? That movie where it sort of had Forrest Gump doing things that would
Later, yeah.
to history.
Yeah.
But yeah, Back to the Future. That's okay.
That's good.
It's good. So Robbie Parsons, congratulations. You have to contact us via the Facebook page, facebook.com/torrent. Just drop us a message and we will send that out to your mailing address. You just want yourself a $30 gift card for pop culture. Thanks for the support and make sure you enter in. You can't enter next week, can you?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? Enter next week. You might be lucky again next week. Now we're about to draw out the winner of the 50% off gift card for QWERTY shirt up to 5 items, not just shirts. So we made that mistake before. It's also including the hoodies, apparently.
And arcade machines. It does not specify.
The winner of this is
Todd Murphy.
And Todd Murphy selected
Star Wars Episode 4. He also had another choice, but you know the rule. Your first choice is the one that you're stuck with.
I think there wasn't the guy that posted something like if it's going by musical score, it's this and soundtrack's that.
Yes, your best mate.
They're the same.
Your mate Todd.
My mate Todd Murphy. So he picked Star Wars Episode 4, which is the first one, A New Hope. Good choice, Todd.
Sounds like it's the 4th one just from the name.
Yeah. So you just won yourself a 50% gift card for a QWERTY shirt, $12.50 a shirt. That is awesome. I'm jealous. I want that card. But yeah, you might want this.
Well, I want the pop culture card, so we can be jealous together.
Or you can take it home with you.
Done.
Yeah, you might want this shirt, Adventure Time, Vandalay Industries. There's plenty of shirts.
Or
I was in there this afternoon. You got 50 new designs just this week, apparently.
Very cool.
So very cool. Get in there, check them out. They're in James Street. QWERTY shirt, Geelong's newest pop culture shirt. Pop culture shirt shop. Number 2.
You said you couldn't wait, so how about you just do yours first?
My first? This
Yep.
is the one that's going to outrage you. I
I'm
can't wait. What do you
ready
reckon
to be
it is?
outraged.
What do you reckon it is?
E.T.
Nope.
I don't know then.
Really?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to ruin the surprise. Xenowarrior.
It wasn't the bait and switch this week.
Lion King.
Yes.
Hey,
Another words. My wife Nicola knows every word to every song on the soundtrack. Like every word. It upsets me. You watch the movie and she can't help but sing. I hate those
Simba.
people. Do you know, this is a fun fact I learned from The Lion King, looking it up. I always thought Jonathan Taylor Thomas sang the songs.
I don't know who that is.
He's the middle son from Home Improvement.
Okay.
He's the voice of Simba.
Simba.
And it sounds like him singing, but it's not. It's some dude, I've got it written down here, called Jason Weaver.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. But Elton John and Tim Rice pretty much wrote all, except for 3, I think, except for 3 of the songs, all the songs on the Lion King soundtrack.
The circle of life.
It's pretty awesome, man. Like I know you don't like it.
I like the Lion King.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I thought you were giving it shit.
No, never.
Oh, it's great. Like every kid, like when we were younger,
Yeah.
who didn't like I Just Can't Wait to Be King?
I just can't wait to be
Cool
king.
number. What's the Everybody Look Left?
I don't know, man. I don't know the words that way. I'm a 26-year-old grown man. Okay, let's settle down.
You like Frozen. Shut up.
Fair.
Also, like songs like Hakuna Matata, as you said, Circle
What
of
a
Life.
wonderful phrase.
It's a great song. And it was another song that also Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That was a big hit as well. So Lion King, It's one of those movies that will always stay with me. I think if you were a kid in the 90s, The Lion King will always hold a place in your heart. Like Mufasa dying, shit like that.
Oh,
It'll always mean something.
such a heartthrob.
So Lion King is my number 2. Your number 2.
My number 2 is Who Wants to Live Forever?
What's that from?
Who wants to live forever? Highlander.
Oh,
The entire soundtrack and score is done by Queen.
It really is. No, I thought
Every
they did
single
Flash.
song.
Did I do Flash as well?
Yeah. Flash.
Savior of the universe.
Oh, champion of the impossible. Boom, boom,
He'll
boom.
save every one of us.
Yeah,
or something
exactly. Yeah.
That's good.
Every man, every woman, every child, every man of flash.
So besides the fact that it was made by Queen, what else do you like about the Highlander soundtrack?
I like it that it just fits so well. I mean, like that song I was just singing, Who Wants to Live Forever? The show is about... Oh, the show.
Wait a minute. I've got the Queen best of where it's Who Wants to Live Forever. I didn't
Yes.
realise that was in Highlander.
The movie is about immortality.
Okay.
I mean, it's one of those ones where I know the soundtrack is supposed to, mirror what's happening, but a lot of the time that's just action instrumentals when it's action. But these, the songs actually mean something that is only relevant to you if you know the movie. So, like you just said, Who Wants to Live Forever? It's like, I had no idea that movie was about Scottish immortals fighting each other with swords. Well, now you do.
It's like Queen, Mighty Ducks. We are the champions. They also didn't write that song for that movie, but they took full advantage of it.
Yes, but here's the thing: Queen was supposed to do one song for Highlander. They were supposed to do "Who Wants to Live Forever,"
And it was so good.
and they did write it for it. Apparently, the story goes they then watched the movie and said, "We want to do everything else as well." They were big fans of the movie, and I think that's really cool.
Really? So the movie was made before the music was?
Apparently,
Cool.
yeah. They further so.
I'm assuming you mean the original Highlander.
Yes. What other Highlander is there?
Isn't there one that was made
I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck, I have no idea what you're talking
And what's the actor's name?
about. Christopher Lambert.
No. I don't know. In the old one.
Christopher Lambert.
I thought it was Dolph Lundgren.
No, you are incorrect, sir.
What is-
Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery?
Oh, Jesus, I'm way wrong. What was he in? He's He-Man, isn't he?
Yes.
Not the same movie.
No, not even close.
Alrighty, so you're number 2, Highlander. You kick off the proceedings for the Torrent, this number 1 movie soundtrack of all time.
Would you like to take a stab at it?
Well, this is what I have for your number 1. And I don't think I've got it right.
Okay, done.
The Matrix.
Oh, no, this is not correct.
Now, this is the other one I thought it could have been.
Okay.
Because everyone was talking about it. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Not correct,
No?
sir.
Okay.
No?
What did you
Are
have?
you ready? Okay.
You gotta do it. You gotta...
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking of the best one because there's so many and they're all good. That's the problem. Don't you cry no more. No. You know that song, huh?
I do.
Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas is one of the first songs that a character sings to the other character in this movie about singing songs. Still don't have it? I'll give you another one. Zoom, 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 zoom.
You're not giving me much.
Nothing?
Nothing, no. This is what you just give me.
No, I gave you this. Zoom, 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 zoom.
You just said zoom 1,000 times.
I know, because this is about a cappella, this movie.
I know, just tell me.
Pitch Perfect. Come on, man. I gave you so many clues.
There is no way that is your number 1. Really?
100%. I've seen this movie 11 times.
I know.
It's so good.
Look, I thought Pitch Perfect was the movie that had Jimmy Fallon in it. That's Pitch, isn't it? Is that? There's a movie. With
You
Jimmy
are
Fallon.
really bad with movies today.
There-
Dolph Lundgren's in
There's a movie
Highlander.
with Jimmy Fallon in it, and I swear it's Pitch something. He's got him and Drew Barrymore in it, and he's obsessed with his baseball team, and she is in love with him, but is trying to balance being in a relationship with him and him having to love his baseball team. He does fantasy baseball.
Sounds like the best movie.
It's amazing. I've seen it 11 times.
Well, that's not this.
Okay then, what's Pitch Perfect
This
about?
movie is about collegiate a cappella groups.
I know you always go on about Pitch Perfect.
Because it's a great movie, and Pitch Perfect 2 is coming out in 2016. What?
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
You just stop banging the table too. You fucking the camera up.
That was barely a bang. That was more like a casual rest. This is a bang. No.
So yeah, Pitch Perfect.
Perfect.
There's not
Have you seen it?
No. What clues have you given? You said to me before we went on air. If you watched past episodes, you would know.
No, I didn't. I said, have you been paying attention?
Oh, okay, that is true. I thought you meant the past episodes.
No, I mean, it's just great. I mean,
Wait, stop.
it's.
How the fuck has the Matrix failed me again?
I
Never again am I pitching the
too much
Matrix.
faith in the Matrix.
I fucking thought this is it. This
No.
is the one time I nearly said, you know what, he's not going to have the Matrix. Actually, it's like the Tats Lotto numbers. If you have the same numbers, you don't not put the same numbers.
That's it. Yep.
I've given up
This
now.
is all about collegiate.
Fuck you, Matrix.
Collegiate
Fuck you.
acapella. I don't know how you could go past. I'm surprised it's not your number one.
Terrible.
It's good.
It probably is good.
I'm gonna get some backup on this one.
Yeah, but it probably is
Yeah.
good. I just haven't seen it.
Michael Knights, I need you to back me up.
Okay, then. So
That's
you're
what
number
my fans are called, Michael Knights.
one.
My number one, Pitch Perfect.
My number one. Do you want to have a stab at it?
Star Wars.
Yep. I knew it was predictable. I thought, do I throw Blues Brothers in there just to throw him off?
No.
But no.
If you know me as a person, Pitch Perfect was obvious as well. Yeah.
But however, that isn't even the best song in the whole movie.
What's the best one? Oh, I can't think of. There's this one level in one of the games, the Star Wars game on, I think it was like Super Nintendo or something. The whole level is Cantina music. So you just sit there.
That should be the whole game.
That is,
Like, you know, however though, this is only for our Australian views. I'm not sure whether they have these machines in America. Chocolate factories.
Yes!
It's the Chocolate
they had the
Factory
Cantina music.
And like, I used to, when I was a kid, I'd walk past them if they weren't playing it. You just push the red button on the joystick and it like, activate it. Like, how do you write a musical score as awesome as that?
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's all it needs.
It's really good.
That should be the whole soundtrack.
That's Star Wars done.
I know. Plus, whenever I see people that I don't like walk into a room, your bosses at work.
Yeah.
They don't appreciate it when I tell them.
Yeah. It should have made my list.
I told you, I couldn't do it. I was not on the list.
I thought about it and then I was like, no, Pitch Perfect's
Because
better.
I'm like, alright, do I throw him off with Blues Brothers? And then I was like, Cantina Bar.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's my number one.
Yeah. And that's all of them again, right? Is it one specific one that you would put it down, or would you just say it's all?
That's all in the first movie. Not episode
Okay,
4, New
okay,
Hope. So it's Star Wars New Hope. That's what it is. Because that music's in throughout the other ones as well, but Cantina Bar music's only in the fourth one. Because that's where they go to the Cantina Bar.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yes. So episode 4, Star Wars, is my number one, and I think this is the one time where you appreciate me having Star Wars.
I do. I knew it was coming. I knew it. I was like, number one. It was the first thing I wrote down.
I even have, courtesy of my uncle Darren, the original soundtrack on record.
Really?
Yeah. In
do you
the
have
studio.
a record player?
Yes, I do.
Where is it?
It's in the
I've
studio.
never seen it. You're full of shit. It's such a liar.
I do. So my number one, Star Wars: A New Hope. Now I thought I had this nailed. I went horrendous. I didn't get one this week.
Terrible. 0.
You got one, but
one.
I thought your top 5 would consist of Rocky.
Yeah, it's a good one.
How did you not have Rocky?
Well, because it's not.
Godfather.
Yep, no, I definitely considered it. Not as good as Pitch Perfect.
You put. Hold on for a second. You put Frozen above Godfather.
I did.
Lion King.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, I considered it.
And The Matrix.
Yeah. Hey, look, those were good. Like, Rocky and Godfather were ones that made my very, very short list. But, like, for me, it came down to how important was the music to the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Yours?
Godfather, very important.
I wouldn't say very important at all.
But you think the movie could have survived without it?
Yeah.
I think The Godfather is the music. Like, everyone knows the Godfather music.
Is that it? That doesn't sound like the Godfather at all.
What is that?
He's on a violin. Yeah, that is that. I don't know what that is. That sounds like a Christmas carol.
I don't know what that is. I thought that was Godfather.
No.
Anyway.
It's played on a violin. I don't know what that is. That sounds like a Christmas carol.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, for you, I had E.T., Lord of the Rings.
I thought about it and I thought, I actually have the soundtrack to E.T. in my car.
That's why I thought it. Because I knew that. Lord of the Rings?
You would think that, but if you had to listen to the last week's episode, what have I never seen?
Lord of the Rings. I thought it would have been like my dancing Ewoks from last list. It's like, oh, I haven't heard it, but it sounds amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll put it on there. I had Terminator for you as well.
Yeah, that came close.
Yeah, I had Jurassic Park.
That came close as well.
And then I had Star Wars.
Star Wars was a given.
Yeah, it was a given. I mean, now I don't even feel good about that one, but I won.
Because you got one right, you win.
The one.
Which is worth 2.
2 points. That's it.
Okay. So thanks for watching the Torrent List top 10 best, not worst, best movie soundtracks of all time. Maybe we should go back once we've done as many lists as we can think of and just do the opposite. So
milk the cow a little bit longer.
Yeah, exactly right. Thanks to our friends at Quoty Shirt for giving us the 50% off gift cards, and our official sponsor as well, Pop Culture, for the $30 gift card. So many prizes give away here on the Torrent List top 10 these
we
days.
are a veritable smorgasbord of freebies.
That's not on the camera. There you go.
It was getting there, alright.
Where's the Quoty Shirt one? That's the question everyone is asking. Todd Murphy wants to know where his gift card is. There it is. They're probably out of focus big time too. But thanks, as I said, thanks to our sponsors, Pop Culture and Quoty Shirt. Thanks to you all for getting involved this week. Make sure you like us on Facebook if you haven't already. Facebook.com/torrentthis, and I get involved with the next competition for next week's episode. Also, please, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now. Why should they subscribe, Michael?
They should subscribe because if they win, but they're not subscribed,
You don't get it.
they might miss the video. And then how do they claim?
No, you just don't get it.
That seems very hard to police.
Okay then. We really want you to subscribe. So if you're not
Especially
subscribed
because you
yet,
can watch the other shows that I do.
we have a plethora of content on our channel at the moment.
Yes, only one other show has me, so there's only one other show worth watching. But that may change.
There is many things possibly coming in the very, very near future. So
Possibly.
subscribe and stay tuned for that. Also, like us on Facebook, as I said, facebook.com/torrentthis. All the links to everything are in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Michael, any
Do I get the final word?
Yeah.
That was an amazing roll. I'm the best.
What is it?
Hey guys, don't forget if there's a list you want to see, you gotta tell us in the comments. And make sure you like and subscribe so you know when we do it.